Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Talking Fitchburg on this Friday, August 28th, 2020. Hope you had a wonderful day. Jeremy Crosby here. Andrew running the board from his home, and we're ready to bring you another TF here as we head into the weekend. Series of showers and thunderstorms have continued to move through the area today, especially if you were up to the north. They have just been getting pounded over and over and over again with heavy rains, lots of thunder, and a lot more. So severe weather. Keep an eye out for it. Make sure you keep your weather radios on and your weather plan, have it ready to go. I know Andrew does. We just did a practice drill the other night. We had a tornado warning that was pretty close to us, and it was a good practice, right, honey? Yeah, it was. Guess I'm the only one here. May or may not have got the eye roll. That's okay. We have a busy show for you here today. We'll get you the latest on the headlines as we head into the weekend. And then we're checking in with the Fitchburg Historical Society, a two-parter. Alan's here to talk about, did you know there was a cool general store back in the beginning of time here in Fitchburg? We'll bring you that. Plus, he's going to talk about the heritage of trees. We have some trees that are 200 years plus, and we're going to talk about that here coming up in just a little bit of time. But first, we are going to turn to our headlines, and we start with the Fitchburg Senior Center Friends Dine Out fundraiser. Only a little bit more time before this comes up. It's next Wednesday, or this upcoming Wednesday, September 2nd. Lunch or dinner from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. out at Benvenuto's in Fitchburg. You can come out and support the Fitchburg Senior Center Friends. And just say you want to support the Fitchburg Senior Center Friends. 25% of the profits will go directly to the Friends group. Curbside pickup is available. Dine-in or patio seating also available. So feel free to stop out and support a good cause for the Friends of the Fitchburg Senior Center. Have done a lot for the Senior Center, by the way, so help them out. All right, Fitchburg Police Department is looking for your help in identifying two subjects. We'll take a look at the first one. Do you recognize this person? On August 25th, this man gained access to common areas of a secure apartment building and engaged in suspicious behavior. If you recognize this man, please call the Fitchburg Police Department or contact Madison Area Crime Stoppers. Make sure you look closely on the screen there. Also, this subject as well, we attempting to identify this suspect, says Fitchburg Police Department, from a burglary that occurred at a business on June 28th. Contact the Fitchburg Police Department or the Madison Area Crime Stoppers if you can identify this person. Tipsters to the Madison Area Crime Stoppers may be eligible for an award. So if you got any information on either one of these subjects, please contact the police department or, again, Madison Area Crime Stoppers. All right, we've got a road closure to tell you about. It'll be on Commerce Park Drive. This will be closed from McKee to Cottonwood. And this is what it says. Commerce Park Drive from McKee to Cottonwood Drive will be closed from September 8th through September 11th for removing road base and paving. The closure dates may change if there's any rain delay, and new notifications will be sent out. On September 4th, Commerce Park Drive will be down to one lane with flaggers to mill existing asphalt. This road then will be gravel, but will remain open until September 8th. The attached map that you see on your screen here is showing you the location of that road closure and detour. For more information, you can contact Thomas Ballweg at the Fitchburg Public Works Department, 270-4266. All right, reminder that the annual Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign is in full swing through Labor Day weekend. To enhance public safety and deter impaired driving, state and local law enforcement agencies across Wisconsin will patrol in greater numbers for longer hours during the annual Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign that began on August 21st and runs through Labor Day, September 2nd. Last year in Wisconsin, there was 6,058 alcohol-related crashes that injured 2,918 people and resulted in 140 deaths. That's about 1/4 of all the traffic-related deaths. Also in 2019, there was 23,803 OWI convictions. While alcohol-impaired driving remains a significant concern, Wisconsin and many other states see a growing challenge with drug-impaired drivers. People who have the ability to safely operate a motor vehicle is compromised by illegal drugs, prescription, or over-the-counter medications. To deter impaired driving, there are a lot of officers that have had special training to identify these drivers. And again, it's all about trying to make sure and keep our roadways safe. So find a sober driver, and please be cautious, not just during this time, but all the time. All right. Finally, want to talk about hang up on fake refund calls. This coming in from the FTC, that's Federal Trade Commission, has reached a settlement with Elite IT and its owner who tricked people into buying expensive computer repair services. The company was shut down, and its owner is permanently banned from selling tech support services to consumers. But recently, scammers posting as Elite IT agents have been making calls. They say they've been giving refunds related to the case. It's not true. It doesn't exist. Yeah, and urging people to hand over control of their computer. That's not a good idea. And if you get a call from Elite IT or anyone else who wants to connect to your computer, you need to hang up and report it immediately. It's a scam, folks. Yeah, not good. You can reach out. You can read about the FTC's refund program and more, and get more information and safety tips on this. But what it says here: when the FTC gives a refund, it never requires you to pay upfront fees or ask for sensitive information, social security number, bank information, or anything else like that. And yeah, we want you to make sure that you do file a complaint, and never let people access your computer from online. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up, oh, it's a double part guest segment. Yeah, Fitchburg Historical Society, checking out some cool things on the website. Got Alan in next, right here on Talking Fitchburg.
We scored?
Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what?
Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Gaining weight was easy. All I had to do was sit down and eat. Losing weight's a lot harder. I have to work at it every day. But with every step, I lower my risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease. And that makes every step, every choice, every day very much worth the effort.
Learn how you can help stop diabetes by losing weight, eating healthy, and staying active. Visit checkupamerica.org or call 1-800-DIABETES.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Behind every 2020 census taker's mask is a friendly neighbor. They're teachers, retirees, vets, people committed to doing right by getting the count right. If you haven't responded yet, they'll be stopping by to ask some simple questions that will inform how billions in federal funds are spent on local services every year for the next decade. So when they come knocking, say hi from a safe distance and do your part to support your community. Time is running out. Shape your future. Start here at 2020census.gov.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me from the Fitchburg Historical Society on a part two of, great website and more. I've got Alan here. Alan, welcome back to the show. How are we doing today?
I'm glad to be back and to show you some more interesting things we've been putting on our website.
Yeah, today is very special, and it fits here in the background. You look like you're right in front of the mural there at the library, but wink, wink, we know where you're at. And we're going to be talking about two things today. We're going to be talking about some of the businesses, a business specifically, one right on your screen there, and also talking about historical trees, which I am very excited because you guys have done some cool things on the website. But let's start with the Wentz General Store. And is that still standing today?
That is, and I'll get into that. It's for those that want to know about what it looks like and what it looked like back in the early 1900s. I selected this mural, which is on in the Fitchburg room on the second floor of the Fitchburg Public Library. So you're certainly welcome to go there and see what the Fitchburg Village looked like over 100 years ago.
Many moons ago.
Yeah, so the first thing I'm going to talk about, last year we had started an initiative to get the histories of current Fitchburg businesses. And we currently have 52 of those on our website now. And this year we decided to try to get the histories of some of the old historic businesses. And the one I'm going to talk about today is the Witt General Store. And that's on the left side of the mural. So you can see what it looked like back then. The beginnings of the Witt General Store actually started when Thomas Purcell built a two-story building to sell groceries. And this is in the southern western part of what is now Fitchburg. He built this in 1890, and after 8 years, he gave up. He just wasn't in the right location for a grocery store. So he sold it to two individuals. And what did they do? They moved the building to right across from the train depot in the village of, in the Fitchburg Village. And we say, how can you move a two-story building like that without any trucks or anything else? And it still boggles my mind how a team of horses could move that house a considerable distance and put it right in the right location. And they had something going there because it did very well in that location. So these two individuals kept the store for about 12 years. And then they sold it to Herman Wendt and his wife, Dora Wendt. And they transformed it into one of the best well-known early businesses in Fitchburg. It was a general store, started out mainly as a grocery store, and then they started selling other items. And that lasted until 1924, when Herman died. And Dora took control of the business for another 5 years. She even become a postmaster in 1926 when they moved the post office to her store. And people would come in and collect their mail from the surrounding area. She finally gave up in 1929 to retire and moved to Lake Mills to live with her son. The person that bought the store lasted until 1932, and he ran out of money. This was during the Depression. So Mrs. Wendt took over the store again, and it's unbelievable about the amount of time she spent in a store. Her hours were from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. or whenever the customers left the store, the last customers, 7 days a week, except for Sunday afternoon. She took off a little time. Someone asked her, why don't you take a vacation? And she says, I'm just too busy. So she never took a vacation. And this lasted until 1963, when she finally retired at age 84. The store was ideally set up for being a communication place for the people of Fitchburg. She had nice easy chairs set around a wood stove right in the middle, and people would gather there and discuss what was going on with the crops and who did what. So it was a wonderful place for them. Monday nights were a special place where a whole bunch of people gathered to gather news and decide on what to do about the Fitchburg Village. So she finally retired after all that time, and someone had asked her, why didn't you take any vacations? And she said that it was her business and she had to be there.
Wow.
So I thought that was a really interesting story. And believe it or not, the building is still standing. To this day, it is on Went Road in honor of her. And so if you drive down, it's just a little north of County Highway M. And you can see the house as it is today. And a picture of the house is on our website as it is today too. So,
Yeah, 100 and what does it say here now in 2020, after 130 years, it's still standing and serving as a home. I would love, Alan, I would love to set up a tour if we could get inside that house someday. I mean, that'd be something. It's just crazy to think of the generations and everything that happened there, and that is very very impressive. And yeah, you're right, it is a very interesting story to retire, leave, and then come back and work again, and yeah, what a cool story. I'll tell you what, Alan, we're gonna take a break here, and we'll catch up with you on the tree part of this coming up. All right,
thank you.
All right, we are talking here with Alan at the Fitchburg Historical Society. Take a quick break, more to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
So how was work?
It was 1,300 hours. My math class from 302 was in the trenches. Davy Roth had it the worst. Fractions were coming at him left and right. He just didn't get the damn things. 2 days ago, I tried to teach him what 1/4 of 1/2 was using different sizes of blocks. Yesterday, I tried again by dividing up pizza. Both missions failed.
Oh no.
But today, I was ready. I created a combat math game where the only way to beat the enemy is to out-fraction them. Davy conquered every last denominator. My game was so successful, the principal is deploying it to math squadrons all over the school. Anywho, how was your day?
Oh, today my boss treated the office to salad wraps.
Salad wraps.
I know.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
You're the engine that makes all things go, and you're always in disguise, my hero. I see your light in the dark, smile in my face when we all know it's hard. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now, know that you matter.
Well, welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Continuing our conversation here with Alan from the Fitchburg Historical Society. Alan, we're going to talk about Fitchburg heritage trees.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Back in 1976, 200 years after we became the United States, the state commissioned the DNR to look for any oak trees that were estimated to be 200 years or more that were within 8 miles of the Capitol building. And they found quite a few trees that were that old, and there were several trees that were in Fitchburg. So over the years, the city of Fitchburg has periodically looked at these, but not too much has been done. What the Fitchburg Historical Society decided to do was to look and see how many of those old heritage trees were still standing, and could we find any more trees. And then we also decided to take photographs of the trees. So we have done a search, and so far we have found 18 of the heritage trees that are still standing, although one is dead. But you can still see that it was a really old tree. And we have the pictures, and if you want to see a heritage tree, the easiest ones are, I think most people know where the Quivy's Grove Stable restaurant is. There's a tree just to the north of that, right by their parking lot. And the other place that's easy to find heritage trees is on PD at Spoke in the Fitchburg Serenity Club, which used to be the Cat Badger School right there. They have two heritage trees that are right by their parking lot, and they're easy to see. So we have those pictures and the locations of all those of 18 of those trees. And we put out on a website a request that if anyone else would like to have one of the trees that they think is over 200 years old, to let us know. And we do have two new prospective trees that are certainly big enough. The criteria is they have to be at least 10 feet or 11 feet in circumference, 4.5 feet above the ground. And it depends on which species of oak there is. A couple are 10 feet and several have to be 11 feet in circumference. So we did find one in the Wildwood subdivision to go along with two others that have already been known to be heritage trees. One actually just 2 doors down, actually two that were just 2 doors down from me. So it's neat, I could see them every time we go down the street, there they are. And then there's one that was found in the fish hatchery. And that had a circumference of over 13.5 feet. So
Wow.
that is definitely an old tree, and it's still growing strong. So
yeah, you can, as Alan had mentioned, you can go right on the website here and you can look at every single tree. You have it down to the exact location of where these are located. Alan, I mean, where do you find the data on the original tree? So how did you start and figure out that the DNR had even done this research to start looking for these trees so many years ago?
Well, I was just scanning through the City of Fitchburg website, and I happened to come across something that said heritage trees. So I looked at that, and they had a picture of 2 trees. They gave the requirements for being one, but not much information. So I contacted the city, just went to their DNR division, I think, and I ended up with the forester, who was excited about us looking into them. And she said really nothing had been done since 2012, and most of the information went back to a 1990 satellite image of these trees. So she's been very happy, and we've been sharing our information with them. And I'm hoping that people actually go around and start measuring some of their trees, which that one person in Wildwood subdivision did.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is the call, right? We'll use this platform as the call for anybody in Fitchburg. If you think you've got a tree that qualifies, just go to the website here, fitchburghistory.org, and you can see the criteria certainly, and then get in contact with Alan or somebody from the Historical Society and turn it in. And we wanna mark it. That's great.
Very good. So that's what we've been doing. A few things that we've been doing this year. So COVID has been slowing us down some, but we've still been adding information almost every week to our website.
Hey, I think it looks great there, Alan. Thank you and everybody for all your help at the Historical Society. So important to capture all of the history of Fitchburg. And we appreciate everything that you're doing over there.
Thank you very much.
All right, I've got it. You got to get out to the website, folks, fitchburghistory.org. That's where you can find the history of Fitchburg and beyond. And Alan and everybody there is doing a great job of continuing to update their database every single day. And you should get involved too. They're always looking for volunteers. So if you want to get involved, and would love to have you sit right next to him and help him when you can, help him out in the future. All right, we'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
Hola, Julia. ¿Estás lista para tocar con nosotros? Yo tocaré mi clarinete.
Y Elmo tocará su tambor.
Tambor ruidoso. Bueno, ya sabes qué hacer, Julia.
Julia sabe.
Dado el autismo de Julia, los sonidos pueden ser muy fuertes.
Y hace música a su manera. ¡A tocar!
La detección temprana del autismo puede hacer una diferencia de por vida. Conoce más sobre la detección temprana en detecciondeautismo.org.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps.
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show for today, I want to thank Alan from the Fitchburg Historical Society. You need to hit up the website to learn more about all of the great things of historical value, I guess you want to say, right on the website. Great information. And if you do have a tree, by the way, that meets their criteria, you should contact the Historical Society right away so you can get it on the list and they can get some photos of it. Please make sure you keep up on the weather for the rest of the day and through the evening, as severe storms may be a threat today. I just urge you to do that. And as you head into the weekend, you can stay connected with Fact TV. It's fun, it's fast, it's free. And Andrew loves when you like us on Facebook and YouTube. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here Monday.